Hey guys, Ox from 7th Hour Films back again with Chainsaw Man. Last time around, we had Dog and Chainsaw. The first episode of the series, we were introduced to our main protagonist, Denji, a guy who's down on his luck, and inherited a massive debt from his father, who, from all we have seen, from what we are told, offed himself, basically, to escape his debt, so all that was passed to his son. And he has his devil dog, Pochita, who is a dog with a chainsaw, and then they go on a mission to defeat this crazy zombie devil, but Denji gets injured, and then Pochita basically fuses with him and brings him back to life. And then he becomes the Chainsaw Man and defeats all the zombies. And then, after that, we are introduced to this one girl who's from the, public safety department or something like that. And she basically says that she's going to basically just... I don't know. She says, she's going to adopt Denji as a pet. So, that's something. So, that's pretty much where we were. Like always, the reaction is down in the description and the pinned comment for your viewing pleasure. So why don't we just go ahead and jump right into this episode of Chainsaw Man. Here we go. I'm going to look up who voices Hayakawa real quick. Okay, Reagan Murdoch voices Hayakawa. Let me see. Nope, I got nothing on him. Alright, Suzy Young as Makima, character in Stone Ocean, Mirashone, some characters in Demon Slayer, some characters in Attack on Titan, Yanagi and Tonikawa, and Sarah Wiedenheft as Power. I found something. Dragon Ball Super as Zeno. And Future Zeno. Okay, that's one thing I recognize at least. Cool. One. In 3 characters, I only recognized one thing from one of them. Alright. Boobs. That's our goal here today, folks. Well, today. I say today. I guess that's the goal of the whole show. See, there's... Okay, here's a question that I know I'm asking of a show called Chainsaw Man. But I genuinely want to know the answer to this. Am I supposed to take this seriously at all? Because I feel like I can't. I feel like there were things in this episode where normally I would, dedicate 5 minutes on each thing in the discussion. But, at the same time, I really don't think I should talk about it because I'm not supposed to take this too seriously, you know? And I think I kind of went into this episode with the wrong mindset. Now, you would think with last episode, considering it was, episode 1 of Chainsaw Man, where a man fused with a chainsaw dog to become a chainsaw man, that I would already know not to take this seriously, but I don't know. I feel like there's stuff with, talking about Hayakawa's, how, oh, Denji, you're not taking this seriously. Or, oh, well, if you're just in it for the paycheck, then you're gonna die. And so you have to have the real conviction and stuff. And it's I want to bring up things of, well, you go with, you bring up stuff you bring up his past, he's, basing all of this not knowing anything about Denji's past, or I don't know. I can't I feel like I can't have a serious discussion about this because then Denji kicked him in the nuts 6 times, you know? And even here, like, you know, Denji was so, like, I don't know, like, he was so, like, nonchalant about everything, like, or even, like, the whole thing of, like, oh, you know, you're sympathizing with the devils and stuff, and and I'll remember that, and he's like, you know, I'll do all of this, you know, I'll be friends with the devil because I don't have any friends. But then he's like, yeah, I said all of that, but I really just wanted the porn. So I really feel like I can't take this seriously. I can't have a serious discussion about this. All I can do is just sort of sit here and have a good time. But does that make for a weird reaction? Like, I don't know, like, that's my whole thing on this channel. You know? That's my whole thing. The reason I react to things is because I want to, you know, sit down, take them seriously, and discuss them, and, you know, have a good discussion. I love the discussion aspect of these shows. But what can I say about this? You know, what discussion can I have except for pretty lady has boobs? You know? I don't know. Like, I feel like it's a weird thing of, like, you can bring up, like, oh, you know, like, he's literally being treated, you know, I mean, I guess kind of, though. It's like he's being treated as a dog, but it's just, you know, I don't know. But then at the same time, I don't know, she is super nice. Makima is super nice. She's very attractive. And yeah, it's like he said, she does treat him, despite now being treated like a dog, that is closer to being treated as a human than anyone else in his life, you know? So there's that. You know, it's one of those things of like, well, you could live a life where you ended up, you know, carved up in a dumpster, or you can be this hot chick's dog. You're gonna get enjoyment out of being the dog. You're gonna get enjoyment out of, you know, the bread. He gets to take baths. He gets to hang out with this really hot girl who likes him. Like, things are pretty good for him. So I don't really know. I can't really be like, yeah. And I like how, you know, he goes through this like, oh, you know, I am living my dream. I eat good food. I get to just, you know, take baths like a normal person. I hang out with this hot girl who, you know, seems to like me. And I love that it's like, oh, what's the thing I'm missing? And I thought it was, I don't know, I guess I thought it was going to be something deeper, but no, it's boobs. He wants to touch her boobs. He's a boob guy. And that's fine. It's fine. He's a boob guy. A lot of people are boob guys. A lot of girls are boob guys, for that matter. A lot of people like boobs. Boobs are great. You know? They just, I don't know. Like, I literally, you know what here's what the problem is that not 10 minutes before I watched this episode, I was watching Mob Psycho 100, and I was talking about, you know, like, social issues and, like, Mob and Reagan and stuff like that. And now I've had to, like, so, like, taking that mentality into this, I'm like I'm not mentally prepared for this. Like, I need to be watching this after, like, JoJo, you know? Because JoJo is kind of a switch your brain off kind of thing. Like, yes, there are things to take seriously in the show, and the show kind of takes itself seriously, but also, it, like, JoJo, you know, it'll take itself seriously, but also sort of to a comedic effect, you know? Whereas this one is just kind of all comedic effect, you know? Like, the most serious character is Hayakawa, and even he's still kind of goofy, you know? yeah, I think I literally just walked into this episode with the wrong mindset. I need to... Ironically, this did happen during JoJo as well. During the early days of Phantom Blood, I was like, I can't, stress over the details of this show. I need to just accept it. And from then on, I really did accept a lot of weirdness in JoJo. And maybe that's it, is that I shouldn't sweat the details of this show. But that's the thing, is that's what I normally do. I sweat the details. That's what this channel does. We sweat the details, even if, we probably shouldn't sometimes. Even if there's nothing to sweat about. But here, I can't do it. I can't do it. I just need to sit here and be like, yep, there he goes. He's going on his dream to touch some boobies. I do kind of like that he does have a line, He has some standards, like, yes, Power is also attractive. Like, she's very attractive. She's a little too crazy. She's a little too crazy for him. Like, yes, he would love to touch her boobies. But, like, there's a risk and reward with that. There's a risk reward of, like, well, you might be able to touch her boobies. But that means getting close enough to her to do it. And she's insane. So... you could do that, or you could be a good enough dog. If you're the best dog ever, maybe your master will let you touch your boobs. And that's where we're going into the next episode is, can Denji truly follow his dreams and touch some boobies? Okay. I feel good. I needed this. Yeah, ironically, I needed this discussion, even though I just said, I can't really discuss this like I normally do. But that's the thing. I needed this. I needed to, like, get myself in the mindset. And next episode, I'm going to try to be a bit better about this. That I can't take this seriously. And that's okay. I just need to take it and have a good time. That is what Chainsaw Man is. At least that's what I see. Let me know if I'm wrong. Let me know if I'm wrong about this, but I just need to take this as a goofy anime. And that's okay. I'm just so not used to doing that on this channel, I'm not used to doing that on this channel. Like, I'll watch some stuff in my own time, but see, I guess, I actually said last episode this is like One Punch Man. I guess... One Punch Man, I was pretty good about it, but at the same time, while there is a lot of goofiness in One Punch Man, a lot of that is around Saitama himself, Whereas this, like, every character, even Hayakawa, who is a more serious character, or even Makima, who's kind of more serious, they're still pretty goofy, The whole thing is pretty goofy, So, it's even... honestly, it is even goofier than One Punch Man, so... yeah. That's, I guess that's that. With all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around any of those. There's a playlist with all of my Chainsaw Man reactions, as well as another video you can go click on if you want. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.